Okay. Alright, I'm detecting an abnormality with my controller. That's annoying. I keep having these problems with PlayStation 3 controllers where the left controller stick keeps fucking going when I don't want it to. The last time I did this, I was fucking around with the dragon. I just finished this area. Just finished the Undead Burg. This looks cool. Gotta get all this scenery in here. So you can see the messages down there. So these are areas you can go to. It's cool in the game when you see areas off in the distance that you can actually go to. Although some of this is definitely backdrop. I was gonna try and fucking do a parry, but whatever. Now I don't even know if you really even need to go to this fucking area. And I had 11 Estus flasks because somebody fucking kindled. Okay, it's time to put on some new armor. Let's change our outfit. Oh, I just heard something. What am I hearing? Oh, I'm hearing the dragon. God, you just look so fucking weird like this. But yeah, right here, somewhere around here, you can see the dragon's tail. I don't even remember because I haven't done it. But yeah, you can see the dragon's tail, yeah, right there, and you can keep shooting that with arrows until it eventually breaks off, and you can get the fucking, you can get the Drake sword. Which is an interesting sword, because it starts off, like, stronger than any of the other regular weapons. But then it has no scaling, so it's really not that good in the long run, but it seems like it would be. Now, I've gotten fucked up by these rats before, but gotta go ahead and stand with rats. This is also interesting because it looks kind of like a sewer or something, but it's like some middle area of a fucking castle, like, but it's like high, but it looks like it could be a sewer, and there's fucking rats in it. I guess a sewer-looking area with rats is gotta be in just any fucking RPG. So I didn't have to take this way. I'm not completely sure what the purpose of this area is. Of this shortcut, because you don't have to fucking take it, like, because I could keep... I guess it's if you want to completely avoid the dragon, but then you don't get to the fucking bonfire over there. And this also... I used to think that this was, like... I used to get confused and think that this was how you got to the depths, but it's not. Alright, so... This area has probably plagued so many people that have played the game. It definitely plagued me at first. I actually had to look up a video. What you have to do to not get hit by that fire is just stand, like, right fucking here. It's got to be very specific. And you gotta... eventually the dragon will just fucking jump. Come on, asshole. Okay. Well, it got him to... No, he didn't move. He just breathed fire. I was about to say, well, it got him to move, but it didn't. Okay, come on, seriously. I'm in my Shiva of the East outfit. Got my fucking Dragon Crest shield and my katana. I'm only level 8. Okay, what the fuck is the dragon doing? Okay, fucking asshole. Good. I'm not gonna fight him. I might come back and fight him, but I normally don't, because you don't fucking have to. Completely avoidable. Not impressed. Oh, shit. Okay. I still don't have the fucking Kindle box, or the Kindle box. I don't even know if that's a thing. In real life, I mean, I don't have the fucking Smith box yet. I'm gonna go ahead and Kindle this. Maybe that's why I thought Kindle. It's interesting how there's like these like tangible things called humanity that you have to light at a bonfire that makes you go from a zombie to human. Let's see what he looks like human. Haven't really gotten a chance to really look at him. Man, that's just a spinning image of me. I'm gonna level up some, but not a lot. My endurance set. Okay, I'm not completely sure what I want everything to be at, so I'm just gonna put some into vitality and endurance, because you can't really go wrong there. Although that doesn't appear to have done very much. This is also interesting, and I didn't even know that this was the Altar of Sunlight for a long time, because if you don't have the proper amount of sunlight metals, or whatever, the proper amount of, having done co-op, you can't even interact with it, and as usual, I don't. And then you can see the sun and everything, and... Well, this is interesting how this guy is, like, fucking just standing here crying, but he still has a sword. Yeah, it's just these hollow guys that have somehow gotten free, then they just, like, ultimately end up... Well, a lot of them ultimately end up just standing in corners crying or doing this. It will ease your suffering. So this is really showing the interconnectivity of the Dark Souls world. I've never played a game with interconnectivity like this, and you don't need a map or anything. A map would be preposterous. You just can completely, you know, memorize where to go because it all connects so well. I never really paid that much attention to what this statue is. Just some woman. You know, I should have fought the Black Knight up here while I still had my humanity. I actually might leave him there. Yeah, I'm gonna leave him there because I want the Black Knight shield and I want to fight him when I have more humanity. Now, I could run and try and kill one of those guys because he's gonna run up and close that gate right there. I'm gonna go the whole way around anyway, but it's just cool to do that. You gotta watch out for that fucking boar up there. Ha! That was cool. That was like we were fucking... what's it called? We're not fencing, but is it lancing? Where two guys with lances ride with horses and then one hits the other. That's kind of what it looks like. Now, if I can just avoid him... Failed horribly. Yeah, that's gonna come falling down. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck! Get away from me, bitch! Oh, I was sure that would hit me. Blue tier stone, don't fail me now. Okay. You can... Fuck. That bitch is really fucking with me. Okay, now he's too big to get in here, so... I thought it was fucked. That guy's actually pretty slow to get here. Well, he took a ton of damage. How did he take so much damage? I might not even have to backstab him. I don't even know how he took that much damage. And these guys are cool too. The Baldur Knights. They also remind me of enemies like out of PC games, like old PC games, which I have an affinity for. Basement key? Oh, I thought that was a fucking corpse. I mean, I thought that was the corpse of a guy I had just fought. I don't normally try and parry these guys. I'm not even sure of... Okay, this isn't working. Oh. See, if you don't have that fire weapon, these guys can actually be kind of foreboding. But they aren't that tough. I was going to run back and rest at the bonfire, but it's not even really necessary. It looks like, actually, that arrow that guy was shooting, it looked like it hit this guy and then made him, like, explode into fire or something. Like he was using fire arrows. But I actually watched something recently that showed that fire arrows would have been really, like, borderline useless, like, impractical, because when you shot them, it would have, extinguished the flame if they were flying so fucking fast. I don't know how true that is, but fire arrows do seem like a thing that's more aesthetically interesting than actually something that warriors would have used. And that alluring skull I could have just used to fucking... Oh, hey, I recognize that symbol. I don't think I've ever seen this. I like how all the moss and everything is growing over the archways in the castle. I really like the look of old castles, and even though this, you know, looks like a... Like, it wouldn't have to be old in this time, because it looks like medieval time. Like, even so, it looks like this castle has just been here for a really long time. And then meanwhile, some guy in, like, golden samurai armor is in it. That's interesting. Maybe, like, a guy from China or well, it wouldn't be China, it'd be Japan, ended up here. I don't know what that guy's doing here. He must have just, like, ran away or something. Get trapped right here, but... Oh, you mother hucker. See, they're really not doing that much damage to me because my armor is so good for this area. I actually invaded someone a while ago. Oh, I forgot he was there. See, he didn't even break me out of my fucking poise or anything. Like, I was able to attack right through it. It's like, who threw that piece of paper at me? That looks so cool, like kicking them off of your fucking blade. The Souls games need blood because it's just, if you're gonna have a game all about stabbing people, like if you fight with swords and axes and shit, it's cool for blood to come flying out because it looks a lot more like you're hurting them. And it's just, you know, it looks cool. But, like, I invaded somebody when I was in that Forest Covenant with that ring when I, like, first started this character when I was grinding for souls. And I was just using my completely unupgraded hatchet. I don't know what level this person was. They could have been level anything because I think I was only like level 1. And I was doing like 10 damage to them, just doing nothing to them. Wait, did I get the thing you have to walk along the beam for? I did that already? Oh, This armor does look really cool with that sheath, although it's kind of lame that you can't fucking sheath your sword. I don't know. Well, with a katana, it would be cool to sheath the sword, because you could do cool, like, sheathing movements with it and shit. This is another one of the most fun areas in the game to play. Yeah, like this guy right here. Like, man, the game just looks so cool. But this guy right here, the way their placement is, it kind of reminds me of something like Heretic. How they just stand there and like do their idle movements until you get closer to them. It's like when I hacked Heretic, or not hacked it, but used some like cheat and just saw all the enemies in their placement. Ha! It sucks that their helmet, you can't get it with its with the front part closed. That would look cooler. So then there's just like endless forest, and it really just looks like the face of God is beyond those clouds. Now this is a Baldur Knight corpse. Interesting. I guess he was guarding it. But that shield, that's a good shield for if you still don't have a good shield, although by now you would have a decent shield. You might have got a hollow soldier drop, or the wooden shield is, I guess, adequate. That's the second time I fucked up a, like, really easy parry. That was cool. I could see into his glowing red eyes with his vacant expression as he was impaled. Oh, hello there, buddy. That was cool. Imagine, like, actually doing that to someone, like, kicking them, it fucking knocks their shield away from them, and then you just fucking stab your sword, like, straight through them. I'm afraid I'm, like, missing stuff just because I'm, like, blathering the whole time I do this. Okay, yeah, so then here's the traditional way you get right here, because this was what I was thinking I was missing. The halberd. I remember a few years ago when I was playing this, I was talking to Jeremy, and like I was a low level, you know, as a character. It just started because I'm still very early in the game, and I was talking about how in RPGs, I actually think it's more fun when you're like a lower level and you're like, you get something like the halberd, and you're like, oh cool, I got a halberd, you know. I also really like the way that walkway looks. I mean, the lighting and everything is just really cool. the other Souls games don't live up to this level design. I notice I'm not doing as much damage as I was doing to the guys in the Undead Burg. Here in the Undead Parish, I'm not doing quite as much damage, but still doing a lot of damage, but I'm not just completely fucking them up like I was. I'm surprised I didn't get invaded. This is normally a pretty hot spot to get invaded. I've talked to people who said their whole time through the first time they never got invaded. That coworker Joe, he was telling me that the only time he got invaded in Dark Souls was like one time, and all the guy did, he invaded him, but he just dropped a bunch of like really high level stuff and then just fucking waved and left. And that pissed me off. I was like, that's fucking lame. That was your only experience with being invaded, was some guy just giving you a bunch of free fucking shit. Oh, why do I keep hitting the wrong shit? I think it's just muscle memory. So this is a good one to kindle. The one I kindled back there, I didn't need to kindle that one. I didn't even need to go human, but whatever, just did it out of habit. And here's Andre. The most important, well, not really, but, well, yeah, kind of, because he's the most easily accessible blacksmith, and you can hear him just working on that same sword. Looks like a Baldur's Side sword for just the whole game.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astora. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
Alright. Learn this gesture, even though it's not any good. And now I'm going to purchase the weaponsmith box. Oh. Somebody, well, yeah, somebody just beat the gargoyles. That's really interesting how that bell tolls when somebody beats the gargoyles. I didn't know that at first. So he sells some stuff like, you know, early in the game that can be useful, although I ended up going to the fucking arrows. But I don't ever really use arrows in this game. I don't know why you buy the large leather shield, but... Okay, and now... Oh, that didn't cost very much at all. Now I'm going to reinforce this. So this is going up dramatically in damage. Can I take it to +6, really? Okay, I'm actually not... I could level that up, but I'm not going to.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
I hope you go hollow. So here's where you start feeling like you've gotten really far in the game, because you find a new area to go to, which is this like green, like mossy area of the castle, but like all the pillars are broken. I assume he broke it, and there's like this fucking headless demon that shoots lightning at you. And it kind of looks more just like some black alien or something. My katana didn't do the damage I thought it would. Okay, my fireball did 102. Okay, so my katana's doing more than my unupgraded pyromancy. Okay. Yeah, I thought these guys were tough at first, but the big trick to oh yeah, see, my stability got me hurt there because it only blocked some of it. Ah, fuck. It only blocked some of it, broke my guard, and then I took damage. You barely see anybody ever using, like, the blue tier stone ring, or whatever it's called. I think that's what it's called. I wonder if I'm doing bleed damage to him. I need a better shield. Oh, fuck. Okay. This is stupid. This fight is going on too long. Just die. Okay. Not impressed. It's such a good cunty gesture. I love that gesture. It's really good for invasions. It's just a good, funny gesture. That's something that Dark Souls 3 severely lacked. I hate it when I go to roll upstairs and then fucking miss. But all the fucking Souls games, including Bloodborne, had at least one good, cunty gesture for invasions if you win. You need that if you're going to do a lot of player versus player. In Dark Souls 3, they're all gone. Dark Souls 2 had a ton of them. This game had like 2 really good ones and then a decent one. And then in fucking Dark Souls 3, they're just all gone. People doing the point down gesture, but it's not like this. Where it looks like you're going like, no, 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 bad boy. Like you're pointing down at a dog. No, you just point at the ground like I spilled something on the ground. You point once. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. Is it more politically correct bullshit? Okay. So these guys should all die in one hit now. Ooh, I love that. He didn't break my poise. I was able to do that strong attack. So what's this guy look like? Huh, why'd I even say guy? I wanted to see what some of them look like. What level am I? 17. My weapon's doing 324. And I'm not going to grab that item yet, because that's a fire soul, or a firekeeper soul. These guys look cool. These, like, big, like, armored Tower Knight looking guys. Titanite Shard. But, there's only, like, 2 of them in the whole game, and only one of them respawns. Now you open up a really useful shortcut. I don't know why my guy was like disappointed at the shortcut. He was disappointed that there was only 2 of those cool knights in the game. That's the word I was thinking of, knight. I couldn't say it. So I could go back, take the shortcut back to the Undead Asylum. I'm not going to do that yet. I am going to grab that key though. One time I went back to the Undead Asylum and fucking forgot to grab the key. Will you get up there? Okay, yeah, there was the item I was figuring I would miss. I normally miss that item. Can I make this jump? Oh, hey, I can. Okay. I don't know that I've ever rolled through right there. You just say the same stuff?
Oh, I will teach.
Alright, shut up. So, all that served to do was to just open up a shortcut back to Firelink Shrine. Where's the Firelink Shrine music? Oh, there it is. No, don't go that way. That's a really useful shortcut, because there isn't any fast travel yet. I like how fast travel is unlocked in the middle of the game, because the game is connected so well that you don't need to rely on fast travel. And when the game is connected that well, you might as well get use out of it. What's the point of making the game connect, like, pretty much flawlessly if you can just fast travel everywhere? But when you do it like Dark Souls 2, where it's just all flat and kind of circular, yeah, just give me fast travel. If the game's not going to be really, really good, just give me fast travel. But if the game's going to be really good, then, you know, whatever. I didn't know that the Undead Parish was supposed to be like a parish, like a religious thing, because I'm not Catholic and didn't know what a parish was. And also, I guess the fucking pews and everything in here, I don't know, I just thought they were chairs. And there's a dude who looks like a fucking priest up there. I don't know I went for these guys first before taking him out. And these guys sometimes heal. I have better use for my fireballs than these guys. With their tiny-ass shields. Well, that guy has a tiny-ass shield. Okay, I think that might be the first time I ever parried a Baldur Knight. I don't know. I can't believe I haven't gotten invaded. I actually want to be invaded. I have a weapon that could be useful. Ah, shit. Yeah, I'm not picking up that Firekeeper soul yet, because that changes the events of the game. Well, it can potentially make something happen. I'm not completely sure. He's doing his very Japanese dance. So right here is a fucking trap. You just run in there and there's just a bunch of those guys come after you. When you're invading people, because I've done a ton of invasions here, this is an awesome area to get people. Whoa, whoa, one hit? But I definitely just walked right in here and got hit by the fucking, well, got caught in the trap. Like, I could free myself now with the damage that I have, but when you're just getting surrounded by dudes, and you don't know what to do and you're not expecting it, it's a bitch. It's just a ton of broken straight swords. I cannot speak. Channeler's Trident? That's such a rare drop. I don't think I've ever gotten that drop from this one. That's crazy. I'm thoroughly surprised. Yeah, the Undead Parish and the whole area leading up to it just looks cool. And then there's more of the Colosseum. I'm not exactly sure what area that is. I don't think that's where Firelink Shrine is. That might be over where Anor Londo is. Or that's Sin's Fortress. But this is just a really cool looking area. And I like how you keep finding different types of knights. Knights are just really cool. I thought of this idea when talking to Jeremy, because he's my boyfriend. We were both stoned, very reputable, but when I get stoned, I get really into my ideas for like video games and fiction and stuff. And I came up with this idea, and me and him both just started expounding upon it, but the main idea was like, you go to all these different types of castles in a video game and fight different types of knights and the bosses, or, you know, kings with various different weapons and powers and stuff. And you can like absorb their powers, but on the way to the different castles, there's all kinds of different landscapes and tundras and weird monsters and demons and shit that you could fight. And I just thought that was really cool. And I was way more into it in the moment, but...
Still human, are you? Then I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse.
I give you some recourse with my mystery. Okay, let's see your weapons. 2 shuttles.
Thank you. Yes. Sincerely. I am a knight Lautrec of Carim. I truly appreciate this. And I guarantee a reward. Only later.
So he's like clearly can't be trusted. And a character like him is also something Dark Souls 3 lacked, because the Souls games before, at least this one and Demon Souls, all had characters that if you saved them and took them back to the hub world or let them go back to the hub world, whatever, they would start killing NPCs, useful people in the hub world. Although I think the one in Demon Souls is worse, but this guy kills like possibly the most important one. If you grab all 3 of those Firekeeper souls before helping him, then he'll just not be there, and the NPC will just be dead. So I think I'll go grab that later, but I think I'm all set to go fight the boss of the area. When you invade this area, one of these chairs over here like always fucking explodes. And you start off at the very top of the ladders here, which is annoying. And I've had so many invasions where people are like running up these fucking ladders trying to get here as fast as they can, instead of just fighting me. So I could summon Solera, but I'm not going to. Although I don't think that summoning NPC phantoms is as much of like a bullshit move as summoning humans, because they could show up with some super over-leveled shit. This has like a Victorian thing with the gargoyles, and you can see the fucking mountains, and just this rooftop with all the clouds and the bottom of the trees. You just look really fucking high, and this is definitely a cool fucking boss arena. I like when you can see your character in the way that you've customized them in cutscenes. That's the only time I like cutscenes, really. I didn't even notice that they were wearing helmets. I thought that was like part of their head. Like, are they actually statues that come to life, or are they just gargoyles that hang out up there in armor? Man, he just hits that fucking hard. Yeah, that seems fucking foreboding. And then you have the symphonic. Oh man. I might kill him before I end up. Give me that. Okay. And then here comes his buddy. Which Like, I did not expect it. Threw me off when I first fought him. But I don't remember how much trouble this gave me. God, there's just fire everywhere. But I wish there was actually a like a hard mode that you could play from the beginning, where like these guys, when the other one is summoned, he fucking doesn't have half health. He actually has full health. He's not that fucking tough because he has fucking half health, but they can be kind of tough before you've killed the other one and there's just a ton of fire. I want to see how much damage my fireballs will do. I'm gonna get stunned out of attack. This is stupid. Alright. I hate it when they fucking jump back. That's like the most annoying fucking thing in a video game to me, is when enemies just fucking jump back. Okay, it does like the same amount of damage as my fireballs. Got to do the gesture every time you win. So then you just press forward. But yeah, that's a fucking... That's an iconic boss battle, I think, because that became really popular. Because you're fighting the gargoyle, you get him down to half health, and then oh shit, here comes another one. But he only has half health, and I didn't get any good drops from him. You could get some good fucking drops from them. I didn't get anything, I don't think. I got a humanity. Oh, well, whatever. There's no one here right now. The guy appears there, but he's not fucking there before you get all the way up here. So I guess he really is a statue. Makes me think of that cartoon Gargoyles, where all the gargoyles are statues, but they come to life. Never watched it that much, but I kind of liked it. So, here's the first, like, real objective in the game that you're told about. And that tower looks really cool. I like towers like that, with the ringing bell in there. Get a cool view of Lordran. Although I thought that cutscene was long. Oh, I was thinking of a different cutscene, but just that was cool, you know, as you hear it ominously ringing out. Let's climb down. I do like how you can just fucking slide down like this. That'd be fucking scary, I think. Yeah, Demon Souls, god damn, the climbing was awful. Hello. What weapons do you have? A dagger and... can't tell.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Carim, the power. Thou appearest to lack faith. Yet magnanimous are the gods. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sins my domain.
Alright, most important part of the game. And the thing that really cements this game is one of my favorites. Okay, I am gonna buy a Purging Stone, it just doesn't hurt to have one, and then... I don't need 65 of these, but these are incredibly useful. I am going to buy 30 of them.
Thou art welcome any time.
He has the Leon Kennedy haircut.
To commit a sin.
Whoa. His laugh is definitely more menacing. Maybe it's because he's a priest. Or whatever the fuck he is. So look, Skyward's gonna go there. No. It's not what I meant to do. Okay. The true Dark Souls starts here.